Hello, how is everybody? Welcome in. Mac, thank you for the raid. Welcome in Willow, Mac, Al, Dupu, Popples, Liari. Why are the horses spinning? There was a problem in the code. And it basically boiled down to whenever the actors were facing, I don't remember which way, left or maybe right, they assumed they were supposed to be facing the opposite direction and immediately turned around. But whenever they were facing that way, they realized that no, the other way was correct, and then they turned around, and so it toggled back and forth infinitely. Yeah, even Allie was streaming today. Absolutely incredible. Let's see. I was gonna tell Dupu something. Oh! Okay. Super Mario Land. Super Mario Land 2, specifically. 6 golden coins. I saw it, it was good. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. It's not Wario's Castle. And maybe, I didn't get to watch the very end of Super Mario Land 2, so maybe chat already corrected this misconception. Oh, I meant to bring up the instruction book because I have the instruction book for Super Mario Land 2 downstairs in my big box of old video game instruction books that everyone has. You know the big box. Anyway, the plot. I mean, a medium-sized box is fine. If you're not as much of a gamer and you only have a medium box worth of instruction books, that makes sense too. Yeah, he was like, why does Wario have a big statue of Mario? Because it's not Wario's castle. That's Mario's castle. Mario was away dealing with the events of Super Mario Land 1, and when he returned to his private island with his big statue of himself, he found that Wario had taken over his castle and locked him out. Wario was a squatter in his first appearance in a video game, is what I'm saying. It was canon. Wario was a canon squatter with cannons. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome in. I'm Dobbs. We're gonna make a video game tonight. Cannon Pigs. Oh yeah, that was another thing, is that the Super Mario Land 2 has those little guys that shoot cannons out of their enormous cannon mouth faces, and that's where I cribbed the design for the Dabble Worlds Piggle from, of basically just this circle with legs and a face on it. So isn't that neat? Isn't that fun? Is that little guy? That little guy. That's what I based the idea on, because I just thought he was just a fun little shape. It's like, that's my pig right there. All right, so poker chip attack. Let's make a poker chip attack. That one seems really easy. Are the poker chips 2D or 3D? And then what do they do? Is it just a poker chip gets thrown at you attack? Can we do anything interesting with that? I don't want to do anything complicated. This battle has enough going on as is. The dice is a random amount of damage. Poker chips could be a multi-attack that just does 1 damage at a time. Choo choo choo. Think about it. Well, let's just start with a 2D poker chip. Oh, you know what else I was gonna do? If OBS allows me to make this work. We got the art. We can throw the art up here. How well does OBS like okay, how much does OBS like that? Not a lot. No, the trick is turn on studio mode before you make any changes, and then things are a lot nicer. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's gonna work fine. That's gonna work fine. I'm gonna get the art of the cat art. We gotta make it kind of small. We're gonna do a little frame here of all the cat art. You won't be able to see it for a bit, for a hot minute. It's all going straight on the fridge. It's like Five Guys. Just these little these little doodles. These little doodles that we're just gonna place everywhere. Oh, well, that one's amazing, of course. Delightful, delightful. We're gonna do, it's not gonna be quite like the lizards, but it's gonna be lizard-esque. Lizard-esque too? Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Oh boy. Oh, it's good. It's really good. All right. I gotta be careful not to put this over the notification pop-ups. Okay, so we need to add a scene. Boom. Art. And now drop that below these other scenes. And there we go. Now we got our little art board. And I can move these around independently. Yeah, it's great. Perfect. Beautiful. Love it. Art. Art! Let's edits here. Let's just scoot this more to the side. Look at all that art. Love it. Love it. It's getting crowded. It's like looking at the art. I don't just appreciate. Let's just all appreciate the art. It's good. It's good art. Pickledman. Pickledman. No, no, GQ. You love Pikmin. Okay. This is going to be a fairly small art here. I think we can get away with a pretty... I want to make some variety, so we're going to make a few different ones. I need to look up what poker chips look like. I don't play poker. I don't know much at all about poker. Okay. Okay, the colors are fairly straightforward. The important recurring pattern is effectively kind of like a ring of radial stripes, and perhaps a second ring, thinner ring of less stripes. Oh, there's a lot of colors too, so I'm tempted to randomize the modulation in Engine, but that never really goes well, does it? So let's just build a base one here and then recolor it in this file. All right, first let's get a nice big circle that we can trace. Boom. Okay, now let's get out the old tablet to Rooney. Guys, yesterday was a pretty cool day for me. I feel pretty good. Glover? Glover? It's not Glover. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I am going to brag that I do already know what it is. Because unlike some people around here, I actually appreciate Pikmin 1. So you could just like do this with tools. You could have it draw a circle for you, but I like the fact that it's like a bit of a blobby little circle. Blobby little inconsistent circle. Hey Bach, welcome in. Alright, so then we take this and we say, give me all of this. No, hang on. 2 pixels. There we go, that's better. Oh, right. Sorry, I got easily distracted. And this is gonna be a weird one. Yesterday was a blood drive. You're like, okay, it's the big deal. I used to do a lot of blood drives through my work because they would have the big blood truck come up and steal all of our blood. And it was cool, and it was a fun thing, and it was a good chance to not have to work for an hour. It steals all my blood. No, but what was the thing was that you can't give blood when you have cancer. And so I had to take a break. And yesterday was the first time they did not have a mascot, given blood since then. For like close to 10 years. And it felt really like, like, kind of like, we're done. We're done. Nearsighted. That makes sense. If that makes any sense at all. Anyway, it felt like a milestone. But anyway, I would highly recommend for anyone who has the opportunity to do so. You should.
Barry loved having all of his blood inside his body, but what he didn't know was that the blood truck was following him.
Oh no. Oh no. How many? Ooh, it's tiny. It's like twice as many. The blood truck. I love my blood truck horror stories. So true, so true. Me too, Al. It is cool, it is cool. Oh shoot, I added that to the wrong layer, and that's gonna make everything Dang it, I added it to the wrong layer, and that's going to make everything annoying. All right. Oh, even those lines, huh? Cool. All right, great. Neat. Cool. GQ is a cancer. Because you see. Do I really even need the lines? You know, like, can't I just oh no. Okay, and then invert the selection, but also remove this. Oh, but remove a little bit more. No, okay, so I gotta do this and this. And then invert the selection, and now... Okay, I think that's significantly... That's the wrong layer! The can. That's why they call it the can. Oh, it looks really bad, but kind of in an endearing way, right? Right? Wait. That's on the wrong layer too! No! It keeps happening. Okay, this is fine. Okay, there we go. It's a poker chip. We're done. A little bit. Well, you know, Al, all things in moderation. That's what they say. Let's have like 5 different colors. How about that? Okay, now let me look at this image of poker chips again to see which ones are very common. Red, green, blue, and black are very common. But yeah, it's kind of like a darkish blue. Oh, but not the... Oh, careful, careful there. That'll have to do. Red, green, blue, black, and white with blue stripes. For the $1 chip. Hate that. Hate that for you. Okay, can I... No? Okay. How can... How? Desaturate it. And then levels? Yeah, we can do levels. And then output levels so that... there we go. That's it. Okay, that works. Now this one... okay. How would it be possible? How would it be possible? Basically just make all of these, all the red white, except... looking at this image of Desert Palace Casino poker chips, and it feels like bad design that $1 and $10,000 have the exact same color scheme. Maybe it's a different material, like it's shiny or something. But that seems like a bad idea. 25 cents and $50,000 have the same colors. I personally, if I was designing poker chips, I wouldn't do it that way. That's just me. Last day of school before spring break. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so start with this. But then the inside, I need the blue to be white. So I can do this and then mess with levels. There we go. There we go. That's doable. Okay. I'm satisfied vaguely with that. All right, there we go. Yeah. That'll work. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Okay, no, we're good. Okay. It was just a rendering error. I know, right? You get it. You get it. Where does this show up in? I don't have a good place for this. So, textures it is. Poker chips. Alright, let's get this out of the way until later. We will probably need that later. Whew. I've been working on something of note. Specifically, the in-between, the in-between bits for Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. With the intention being to finish out the polish on Chapter 2 and make it so we have a fully testable copy of the game that goes all the way from the start to the end of Chapter 2. Because the in-between bit, all the stuff that happens between chapters, that means adding stuff to the hub, typically. And that gets to be a lot, because then I'm having to build new systems to handle these big side quest places and all this other stuff. And it's just a lot. Like that big... This isn't for between 1 and 2, but that big idea we had about hunting down music tracks as like an extra search and destroy side quest thing. Now that's note-taking. That one is going to require a lot. I don't know which chapter that's going to turn up between, but that'll be something. All right, so this one is easy. I will need to make sure that gets tested pretty well in this version. There's also some other stuff I want to test or check, fix, like the in-game timer. It's wrong. It's just flat out wrong. For one point, it is prone to floating point errors. But secondly, it doesn't tally anything that happens while At least I don't think it does. I don't think it tallies correctly while things are loading. There are better ways to do it, but it's going to require me to gut that system that tracks the time. It's not a huge system, but it will require some work. All right. Isn't it beautiful? It's not really technically by fans, but it's art. It's art of cat, and that's pretty cool, I think. Lil Toadette's favorite is the one in the bottom right corner, and the one to the left of it. The two bottom right ones. It was made by haters. All right, moves. This move is not going to be hard to make. It's such a common move type. Throw 3 things. You would think by this point I would have extracted the logic and made it, you know, so that I don't have to keep remaking it. It's the Cactite needle all over again right here. Now that one was throw 5. This one's going to be slightly different, I guess. I don't think legally I'm going to be able to make that happen. This is always going to hit the first grounded enemy. I want to make more stuff hit the front liner. Snick. Hey, Casual. Thank you for the lizards. Look at them all. Look at them all. Oh, so I need to make... Needle. I'm going to copy this. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? Poker chip. Duplicate. Have a good sleep. It is good to see you. Battle. 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 Here we go. Slim. There, right there. Actually, I could just do this. Make that a little bit easier to get. Okay. Poker chip. It's pretty easy. It doesn't actually need a collision shape, but it has one anyway. Don't worry about it. Sprite 3D. No modulation. Edit region. Transform, scale. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe like this. It's probably better. Easy peasy. Okay, and now to script it out properly. Poker chip. Always go for the first grounded enemy. We're going to say there's 3 chips. That's pretty straightforward. One change to it is we're going to set... when do you do like a set flag? Give me an example of a set flag. Attack here. Create sprite. Goes into the sprite holder. And we're going to take that sprite holder. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, better idea. We're going to make a script for the poker chip. It does, actually. One of the base enemies of Dabo Worlds is the Piggle. Actually, a lot of the enemies that show up in this are based on Dabo Worlds enemies, which in turn are based on a ton of stuff. Yeah, the snails. Yep. Zero to 4 times 100. Boom. Okay. So that's going to deal with that. Is it going to read it? Okay. Okay, cool. Guess not. Yeah. Okay, I think that takes care of this one. We do want to test it and make sure it looks okay. Let's see how it looks. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, he doesn't need to do a flip. And that can be... All right, take out the flip. There's absolutely no reason for that, buddy. Come on. There's no need for that. Maybe he does need to do a flip. Well, yeah, we're gonna key of X, value of type float, base object of rect2. What do we not like about the region rect? Is a rect2? Oh, dot position dot x. That's what. Dot position dot x. Can't just say dot x. Donkey Kong counter. Too small. Too small. Poker chip. Too small. Bigger. Slim Jim? Too big. Smaller. What if we slow that down significantly and make it so it's not a mirror block? Also, hang on. Go back to that code. Make it spin. Make it spin. And then can we make each of these a variable toss time? I'm gonna say no mirror block. I'm gonna say wait longer between each one. Wait, so how does this work? Oh, this is a completely separate action queue. Okay, okay. So we could make these half a second apart. I could vary it if we wanted to. So it's like, oh, what's the timing? Oh, you better watch closely. $400 to $700. And how long does it take to arrive? Let's see how this works. Whoop. Rotation dot C. I know that game. Oh, ooh, So I need to wait, probably, no, this doesn't work, does it? That's a set amount of time to wait between each one, but then you don't want it going too much onto the next one with the randomized time. So this probably does need to stay pretty consistent. But the position.y can be randomized. Which doesn't do much. Oh. Ugh, that one was a little bit rough. Oh, what do we got? Wow. It's fan art. We're getting a bit of a lizard situation. Everybody just watch out for that. Let's watch out. We got a little bit of a lizard situation going on here. Just be aware. Where do I put that? Where do I put this? Where did I put it? Here. Wait, I have 2 folders, both called image resources. Great. Cool. Love it. It's not a lizard. Zoom, thank you for the pib party. Dupa, thank you for the lizard party. Dupa, thank you for the pib party. Dupa, thank you for the lizard party. The lizards. The lizards. All right, it's going on the fridge. Hold on. Within reason, all Dabbletails fan art goes on the fridge. Isn't it amazing that GQ can make things that you are okay with? He's a dichotomy. He's a dichotomy, I tell you. It's gonna get real crowded over here. I'm already gonna have to start, like... I'm already gonna be running out of space here. I can do a full do it for her. There we go. I need to name these sources with the name of who made each one just to make it easier on me. A drawing redeem. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Well, we've still got it here. We've got Pib Extra. Is that okay? Pib reserved. We're pouring one out. The wall of fan art grows, enveloping the screen. It's all cat. It's all cat. I mean, admittedly, 6 of the 7 had a very good reason for being cat, but did that look okay? It looked okay. I want to vary it less, actually. Looks like they're being censored. Okay, this is fine because you can block some of them but not all of them, and I think that's good. All right, there we go. It's not showing up on my OBS because it's not real. It's not really in my stream layout. Thank you for the on-screen celebration of Goose. The goops. Goopsters, goopsters, goopsters. All right, look, we did it. We made an entire attack. Oh, cash register noise. I want a cash register noise, don't I? Well, let's get, you know what? Let's get a cash register noise to go with it. Because that seems to be a good sound for it. Give me those CC0 cash register noises, not beeps. I want the cha-ching. I want the cha-ching. Oh, with a bing. Yeah. I need the bing. Oh, this one might. I can live with that. That's not even a real cash register. It's a combination of other sounds. But it'll work. It'll work. Get me my Audacity. Oh, the Audacity. Show in folder. Export. And now Dabble Tails, audio, sound effect, Dabble Tails. Flargenstau. Crank up the cash register. It does, doesn't it? And I think I'm okay with that. Paper robot Lego sets. Now we're talking. Eventually, I'm going to have to improve this audio loading system. It's dumb right now, and I think it could become a memory issue for very long play sessions. Because I think it keeps loading the sounds as needed, and if they're already loaded, it doesn't load them again, but it doesn't really unload them. So by the end of a play session, you could have every audio file loaded in memory, and that's not good, right? That's not good. I mean, maybe. Maybe it is. I don't know. And bring it back down to no pitch shift. What? Bless you? That seems fine. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I haven't even noticed. We've been a bit under the weather for like a month. We're finally on the end of it. Sorry, I just scrolled up in the Discord conversation and I spotted the Riolu. It's a good video. It's a good video. It's not. Great. Cool. It was something I pointed out to GQ during the Pokemon Direct. Was this lovely expression. Because the narration is like, oh, he's so excited. He looks so hungry. Don't you see it on his face, kids? Don't you see? Don't you see how expressive he is? Can you see it? Can you imagine the expressiveness he's got behind those cold, dead eyes? Like a doll's eyes. It's great. It's great. That's a completely different voice. You don't know the 6 voices. Are they stupid or something? What are you, stupid? All right, that's fine. And I think different colors is nice. Even if they're all identical, but it adds something. We're putting a lot of the budget in this fight, which is a shame because it's not even the final fight of this chapter. Ugh. Have we spent like upwards of a week on this one fight at this point? Okay, that one's done.
Putting so much time into this fight is a real gamble.
Oh, waka waka. All right. I think for the opening move that he's going to use, I think we're going to go with a roulette wheel. How does that fit on screen? It doesn't need to, I guess. It could just roll by. Like a big roulette wheel just rolls by. But for that, we are going to need to make a roulette wheel. So let me pull up what a roulette wheel looks like. Oh, that's lovely. It's lovely. Okay. Yep. Okay, so the main idea is you need little slots for the ball. The colors, you gotta have the red and the black, and I only see 1 green. I thought it was 2 green. I thought there was a 0 and a double 0. No, there's just a 0. I made that up. Why did I think that? No, wait, that one does have a double 0. Oh. It's a difference between American roulette and European roulette. Oh, well, now we have to make a decision. This could affect the lore. Oh, man. Could I create my own roulette? I mean, maybe. What does Wikipedia say about a roulette wheel? Roulette wheel. Wikipedia does not have an article with this exact name. I mean, that makes sense. How about just roulette? Okay. Table layout. European style has a single 0. American style is usually a double 0. American style roulette with a wheel at one end is now used in most casinos because it has a higher house edge. Ah. Okay. Well, that tells me that we're probably going to have to go with American style roulette table. A double 0 wheel. Number ranges. We're not going to put the actual numbers on. Oh, huh. Wait. Okay, 1 to 10, 11 to 18, 19 to 28, 29 to 36. What a bizarre... Okay. The important thing is that there's about 38. Is it 38? 38. How many? Oh my gosh, the systems are complex. Okay, it does appear there should be 38. I'm not going to count these. 36 should be the highest number, and then 2 0 ones. Okay. 38. That's an ugly one. All right. So how do we model that in 3D? First off, we get out Blender. Then we take a big hydrating drink of water. We arrange our browser.
You can just change how the game works. If you want it to work a certain way, just rule it so.
Because you see. All right. I think it's fairly obvious that we need to go with a cylinder. And we're going to say that there are going to be 38 vertices. Boom. Easy. All right. That's going to make it significantly easier, right? Right? I can't help but notice that this makes it not as easy as I would have hoped. Oh, okay. Start with this. Then extrude. No, hang on. Take the faces. Extrude. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, you can inset. You can inset. All right. That's fine. All right. So we go out some amount. Then there's the little place where the ball lands. Doodle bop. There's not actually going to be a ball. This is just going to be an effect that rolls by in the background at the opening of the battle. Okay, and then after that, you extrude again for the number bits. Those can actually have color on them. Oh wait, hang on. We need a gold ring. A ring of gold. Then the number bits, which are going to be alternating. And then the edge. Ow, the edge. Okay. And then we'll do something with like the slope, but that's for later. That's fine. We're not worried about that. Materials. Base material, I don't know. It's just a cylinder. It's just a cylinder right now. There's nothing here yet. Metallic. Not very rough. Nice and shiny. Shiny and golden. Repeat for this, and also... Oh, no, hang on. Just go ahead and make these shiny and gold too, even though we're not going to see those. Next up, a little tip. A little tip from a fellow you may know as Lag. This is going to be our red and black squares. So check this out. We're going to make a new material. That's what I've learned. Always check your normals. Now we're going to do a select, checker deselect, assign, boom. And then how is this going to work? This one and this one. Oh, I'm getting not competent, but less incompetent. At Blender. Okay, now the shape of this is, yay, less incompetent. Okay, I do feel like we do need to have like the rounded edge here, right? Ow, the edge. Yep. Something like this. And now these little guys here all need to have their own individual little insets. How do we do that? How can I individually inset each of these? I don't know. Because if I do an inset on all of them, then it just does it on all of them. Yeah. I want to perform an inset on each of these faces individually. You know what? I bet we can Google that. Blender, inset adjacent faces individually. How to individually? Ah, here we go. A to select, okay. I to inset, I again to switch to individual face inset. Okay, so we do I, but then I again. Oh, there it is. There it is. And now we extrude that downwards. And look at that. Look at this fun little model of a roulette wheel. Coming along nicely. We'll need to also do this, and then we need a big fancy wheel in the middle. Big fancy wheel. This I don't know. I don't know what this needs to look like exactly, so I'm just gonna kind of and then it does this, and I don't know, then it and it does this. There we go. What if we shade smooth? Oh, whoa! What if we shade auto smooth? Oh, there we go. All right. That's looking slick. That's looking slick. Okay, I don't know about this centerpiece, though. Classic. There's got to be a handle somewhere, you know? There's supposed to be like some handles sticking out. Those could be separate meshes. We don't have to combine that with this. Now I'm seeing some variation here. Sometimes the tray is also red and black. What do we want to do there? Wait, how did I get... I missed one. Okay, hang on. Let's do black. Skip. Yeah, this might actually look pretty nice this way. Gotta have the game. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. We'll have it spin around at an angle or something. But yeah, it definitely does need the handle. It does not need to be a particularly high fidelity handle, though. We want to do... That's fine. This should probably be a separate... I should probably separate this. Because then I think we can do an effect... Wait, not you. You. Okay, that's not the one I thought it was. Wait, you're the one. Can't mess with Geen. Oh wait, no, rotational offset is weird, isn't it? I don't remember how to do it without doing silly things, and then you have to do parent objects, and it'll just be easier just to make this and then copy paste it. First off, yes, we want it shaded smoothly. I guess just throw a few of these on. Do this. Scale this up. And I don't know, that's probably good enough. Sure. Duplicate it. Rotate it. Done. Good enough for me. I think that's a roulette wheel right there. I think that's got it. One thing I do want to do slightly differently. Just like a slight lip there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we're good. Great. All right, save the Blender file and export or GLB. Close our roulette wheel research tab and our poker chip research tab. And now, always bet on Geen. Okay, the roulette animation. So that's gonna go under Slim's attacks. So let's grab that roulette file. Blender, chapter 3 stuff, roulette, GLB. Create new scene. Roulette effect. Wow, look at that. Look at that shimmer and shine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this whole thing tilted. Oh wait, hang on, which way? That's our Z-axis, okay. I'm gonna tilted and up and maybe smaller. Well, what's the size of a player? How big is the player? Yeah, this is probably good then. I guess it can roll in front. And we'll have it spin on... Oh, that's gonna be tricky. There we go. Except, all right. Undo. Okay, that'll be the spinner. And that one can just spin on the y-axis. And then we contain that within the roller. The roller is the one that is tilted and is up and in front. So it will be moving across while the spinner does its rotation. So then we need an animation player to actually do this. This whole thing is going to start off screen at 12. Animation, roll. It's going to be an autoplay. We're going to mess with the position. Great. Make it loop for now while we get everything just so. That's looking like a pretty accurate roll. Yeah, even without measuring out the specifics of how much it should roll based on its radius, all that, this looks fine, really. I would like to get the bowling ball roll sound effect. Ooh. You know what? Let's make this a 3D audio stream so that it pans. We don't do a lot of panning. But I think it's fun when we do. Okay, that's 3 seconds long, which actually that does work out pretty well for this. Let's move this animation to be full speed and 3 seconds long. So let's go. Okay, cool. It doesn't need to loop anymore. The audio file is 3.05. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Hit it up with a call method at the very end. Cue free. 0.1 before, just to be sure it actually does it. That should do it for the roulette. At least for the effect. Now we need to actually make that into an attack. So that's going to be similar to the slot machine. Not really. It's going to be quite a bit different. The roulette is on all. Go ahead and throw that on his moveset. No, don't put it on his moveset. Put it on just his ambush moves. Chip! Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. We are working on some gambling-themed attacks for the RPG. I finished modeling this, a little speed model of this roulette wheel. You know what? For what it is, I think that looks all right. I had to stare a lot at what. Jeez, Mac. I had to stare a lot at what roulette wheels look like, because it's one of those things. Like I'm pretty sure I know what they should look like, but I couldn't describe it. Apparently 38 slots. Very specific. I knew about there was 2 greens. I knew that, and red and black, red and black. But yeah. It's like I gotta look it up. I gotta know for sure. So yeah, we're gonna make a move that is going to inflict a status effect at the opening of the battle. And so that is going to be, we're gonna create we're gonna create this spinning roulette wheel that's gonna roll across the screen, and as it does, it is going to inflict status effects on the enemy team and the player team. So let's see here. So to do that, we're gonna wait 1 second and then inflict the status effects on the enemy team, which is source side. And it's not going to even do a cue. It's just going to apply the status effect. You don't get a chance to not get hit with this. All right, what are the parameters for this? Unit, potency, duration, effect. All right. But yeah, how was stream tonight? Was it a lured in night tonight? Potency, I'm gonna say 2. Duration, 999. Back to Starground. Oh, are we gonna see 1.0 can't be too far. More automate. Yes, more automation. So, as you may know, I am itching. I am itching for Factorio. But being the good little game dev that I am not. Oh gosh, here we go again with the does not match. What do you mean it does not? Oh, because I don't have a parenthesis. I'm avoiding it, but I can make an exception because then it's like, no, I'm not playing Factorio. I'm playing another game, and I'm not just playing a game. I'm doing it to support fellow independent game developers, and so I'm basically going to be playing a game that's very much like Factorio. Don't look at me like that, Hovercat. She's giving me a look. She's giving me a very look. I'm excited. It's not Factorio, Willow. It's not. What is... And then close this. We're waiting for 1.0 on Starground. I know I've got a copy, and I know a few other people in our community have a copy ready. I don't know how much time anybody's put into it, if any, but we want to get a multiplayer run going. And just maybe play video games for a bit. What is your Wait, what did I just say? Did I say status effect instance? Because I shouldn't have said status effect. I should have said status effect directory. There we go. Okay, so apply Lucky to the source side. Wait 1 second. Oh wait, not targets. Source dot opposite side, and apply unlucky. Start again. This year, Theron. This year. Okay, so here's. Let's see if this works. Here it goes. That's it. I need more sound. I need some serious... Also, the timing is like slightly off. Enjoy the pizza. I will definitely be having a good stream tonight. All right, so let's start off with this audio stream player. It's not nearly loud enough. Quadruple it. You heard me. Okay, that one happens too late. So let's change that to 700 milliseconds. I can't hear it. I can't hear the audio stream player. Why not? Max dB? Oh, wait. Should I be hearing it when it does that? It's this one right here. Admittedly, that it's very quiet. No max distance. What if I just mess with this? What if I just start right here? I mean, obviously that's not going to work. He misses. It's a miss. Oh, you know what? This is one of the opportunities to make hard mode different. Right here. Hard mode. So we're gonna say the potency is gonna be normally 1, but if you're on hard mode, it's gonna be even more. No, you gotta see Posy's haircut. All right, Little Toadette has been calling the shots on Posy's haircut. Little Toadette is a child. And as such... Come here, Posy. Come here. We were. 1.0 is this year, Al. Come here, Posy. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, Posy. Come here. She's embarrassed. She's a little bit embarrassed. Come here, Posy. Come here. Show off your butt. Come here. Show off your butt. Show off your weird butt fluffs. Look at this. Look at this. She's got the weird poodle puffs. Here.
Show her feet.
Yeah. Look at these. Look at these little fluffy feets. You fixed that haircut. Well, no. I asked little Toadette about it, and it turns out Posy likes it. Posy likes it, you guys. We got it all wrong.
Of course she likes it.
She likes it. Posy has a weird butt. I don't know. Hovercat showed Little Toadette like a bunch of pictures of poodles, and Little Toadette was like, that one. That one, huh? That one. That's what I say when I'm trapping my axolotl in a cage in Minecraft. He likes it. He likes it. Oh, geez. No, it's real. Oh, geez. I'm looking. I'm looking. What is... Why do we do that? Why do we do that, huh? Oh, man. Even this one... This... Poor little poodles. What is that? What is that? It's the tradition. That's the American way. It is the British way. Anyway, that's what my dog looks like now. The traditional poodle butt fluff. It looks like a scrubbing brush. Upturned and stuck to her.
Making yourself conscious.
I don't think I am.
Loved it before.
She loves it. She loves it. Why? Okay, so all right. Great. Cool. It's point armor. You see, we've added fluff where we noticed that all the poodles that return from battle, grievous wounds here. On their vital organs, like their neck. Oh. Well, let's put the armor everywhere where there's no wounds. their butts. All right. Why is this not playing? What if we just do this? Is it, did I turn autoplay? No, it's got autoplay on. It's got autoplay on. All right, but if I do this one, will we hear it? There's a chance I heard something there. All right, brace yourselves, chat. It's gonna get maybe loud, maybe not at all. Man. All right, I know we've got the bowling ball item. It doesn't have much. It doesn't have much going on, but. Huh. $12 dB. I don't know. It's just very quiet. It's not the gain that's quiet. Okay, I had to go to 24 decibels. So, let's go to 30 here. Barely. All right, how about this? How about the cart? Cart. Minecart, moving minecart. Doesn't that have a sound attached to it? Cart spawner. Does that attach a sound to it? It does. What is the sound it attaches? Oh, okay, that comes in where you use it. And so, mines. The mines. Cart spawner, sound effect empty. Ooh, left that one empty, huh? Creaky wheel. We could try creaky wheel. All right, let's just try this with a different sound effect, see if that makes a difference. Eight times as loud, please. I'm worried that what's going on is that there's like a problem. I'm gonna fix it and it's gonna be extremely loud suddenly. Okay, I did hear it go by. But what? Absolute maximum 6. All right, shh. All right, here's an idea. Have the audio stream player up here, closer to where the camera is. Still heard nothing. All right, well, I wanted a fun little panning effect. It's okay. But I still need to have this pretty loud to be able to hear this. It's not creaking enough. Hi, Anu. I didn't even hear that one. Oh, wait, that one wasn't. I didn't have autoplay on that one. So that one was on me. But the other one I did have autoplay set on. Okay, I think we can go louder. I feel very nervous amplifying it this much. I guess that works. Okay, so now there is a status effect going on for the rest of the battle. Now you'll notice that normally status effects have a little timer next to them to show how many turns are left. These are permanent, sort of. Clever players will, if they're prepared for this sort of thing, will be able to use items to cure their bad luck, or just swap out to a character that doesn't have bad luck. To make these, so here's the big idea with the status effects. He's gonna get, what's he gonna get? Defense. So he's lucky, so he always gets a guaranteed heads. Because he's lucky. He gets one guaranteed heads. And then the other one's a 50-50. If there are multiple coin flips. I gotta make this one not happen again and again, though. Poison for 3 turns. I'm unlucky, so I automatically get at least one. Wow. And the rest were all tails. So he's gonna be hit with some poison. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Unit status effects. On base object, on null. Uh-oh. All right, let's go up our status effect. Let's go up our chain here. The unit came back as null. Grouped damage, because the damage source was poison, and poison is not a source of damage. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How's it going, LJ? How was the stream? There we go. We can just early exit. Oh no, we can't. Oh, is. What am I doing? Equals, or what am I doing? VB? Netcode refactor. I hope I don't ever have to deal with raw netcode ever again. I did it back in school. It wasn't even game dev school. It was like just regular software development. So it's a whole different type of netcode, but still. I built an RPG. We're working on a boss and getting some new moves. It's gambling themed, which is always fun. Yeah, I want to have a good variety. He's always picking that move. What? Is there something wrong here? 3 turns of level 1 poison. Oh, that's interesting. Why are your status effects down there, Cat? He really is always choosing this move. More poison. Can't get any more poison than I already am. Okay, there we go. And then there's the poison. Okay, good, good. I'd like to see the poker chip move come out, but no, it's just this over and over again. It's just been poison. Oh boy, oh boy. And Cat's status effect, that's weird. And I wonder if it's because, oh yeah, look at that. I love these big dice. Go for what you know. There was a pun there on like one-armed bandit, no-armed bandit, because he's also like a Wild West bandit. So it, you know, there's layers. Why is Is there a reason he's It's not a priority thing. His moves are evenly distributed. He has an equal chance of all three of the base moves. Okay. Use fresh moves. We're gonna hit him with the use fresh moves effect. This is something I don't have set on most enemies. What this is going to do is it's going to enforce that if he has the opportunity to, he will not use the same move twice in a row. Hopefully. Hopefully. I haven't tested this with the ambush move system, so there's a chance this won't even work. Okay, he kicks it off with dice. Actually landed the block timing on that. Incredible. Oh gosh, triple. Okay. Only one of them landed on heads. Oh, and he didn't even get a chance to use it. He didn't even get a chance to use it. There we go. Okay, that needs some work then. The positive status effects are gone immediately because they tick over. Anybody else notice that? Tick at turn end true. Where do we reference that? Is this just the power up thing? It defaults to false. Tick status effects. Oh, and then, okay, so some of them we tick at the start of the turn. Yay, CSS. Can you guess the color? Hey, kids, can you guess the color? It was not blue. Okay, so what I need to do is check specifically for tick at turn end. Oh, see, that's a weird one, the power up one, because it just wastes his turn. Geen. Okay, so slots. We have to say if effect dot, if you tick at turn end and it's positive, then duration plus equals 1. I think that's good. I think that's what we want there. You could guess letters. People love guessing letters. Okay. Boom. There is one move left for this guy. Two, if we want to give him some kind of just big jump move. I'm really worried about this shell game move. It's going to be really complicated. What? Nobody's even guessing, Mac. What are you worried about? No one's going to swoop in. They would never. They would never. Shell game. Okay, so the idea is that he's gonna hide behind a deck of cards. It's gonna shuffle. He's gonna be behind one of the cards, and the other cards are gonna be bombs. Oh, there's no CSS pink. Is there a CSS pink? If there is, it's not a CSS 1 or 2 color. There could be a CSS 3 pink, though. Now I'm curious. It's fine. Does he even have a jumping animation? No. He's got a decent walking animation, though. Never mind. He's just going to be doing nothing because we've got it tied to the wrong thing. Oh, good. Oh, good. All right, I gotta fix this. I'm gonna have to edit this in Notepad. All right, where is it? Where is it? These animations are wrong. Snow. Obviously. Okay, this one's fine. Wait. This isn't even the same. Okay. I closed it and reopened it, and now it's working again. Okay. See, that wouldn't look great. I could make him do a big jump. Just to give him more moves. Feels like a less interesting move. Why not? Give him a jump. Give the man a jump. Okay, so the rotation there needs to be calmed down a bit. And then we also need to animate the body portions. Position. Similarly, rotation and position here. Dun, 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 dun. Insert key. Insert. Mess with values. Oh, it's Photon! Welcome in. Snack. He's a snack. He's got so many moves. I got to do some speed modeling for one of his moves. Made a fun little roulette wheel. Look at this. Look at this beauty. I'm getting better at the little like quick tricks. Better at kind of breaking down an idea and be like, okay, how do you build this thing? And it's getting there. I'm getting there. All right, duplicate this. Landing. He's gonna do a little pa-dunk. I guess you didn't get it. I guess you didn't get it after all. A big old tank. Don't you just love a big old tank? Is this the base? No. Body? That's the body. Body container has the hat. That's what I want. A big old tank. Like, okay, now, when you say tank, what, like, that could be a few different things. There we go. Yeah, water tank. Kaboom tank. I wanted to kind of stay down a bit. Ba-doom. 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 Okay, so this move is gonna be he jumps at you, which for all the other moves he does, that's not particularly interesting. Okay, wait, where's the pig moves? Do we not have a pig move? Or is that base move? Is it technically a base move? Jump attack. It's technically a jump attack, but it's going to be more complex. Yes, Hydrogen. Koopas. You know what? I wish that Factorio had more types of power and reasons enough to use them. it's bugged. It's always bugged me a bit that in your standard Factorio playthrough, you jump from coal-powered steam engines to nuclear. And then now with Space Age, you also get fusion and much later, but it's just such like a big jump. Like Solar is awkwardly in there, but by the time you get it, it's typically prohibitively expensive. Yeah, it's expensive, and it's not that much, so you need a ton of it, which means a ton of resources that you could just divert a fraction of that towards keeping the steam power going until you get to nuclear. Really, the big draw with Solar is that it's extremely easy on your FPS compared to other ones when you get to ridiculous scale bases, because there's no calculations going on of keeping track of fuel in engines and fluids. It's just number goes up in the daytime, goes down at nighttime across the board. All solar panels use one function call for that. Now, okay, I could see some advantage if you extended the mid-game. So what I propose we all do is we play a 100x science scale playthrough where everything costs 100 times as much science. This seems like a good idea. This seems like something we should do. After Starground, of course. Okay, I'm getting on. Let me know when you got it. Let me know when you got it running. Hold on, Day. Or, hold on, Mac. Let me just get out the recently updated mods and scroll down about, I'm going to say page 4 is when I saw it. Let's see here. Oh, I'm on page 4. Page 4. That's sad. Biter power. Generate electricity pollution neutral by placing biters on treadmills. Now, I think the really terrible thing about this is that not only did I know this mod existed, but I knew roughly how many pages down to look in the recent mods list, and that doesn't reflect well on me personally. I'm a humble enough person to admit my faults, notably that I really want to play Factorio. I really want to play Factorio. All right, slim jump. It's going to target an enemy, which means that it's going to be able to hit either enemy, but it's going to have a 60% chance of hitting the front line, 40% chance of back line. No requirement. We're going to change animation to... No, we're not even going to need to do that. I'm going to change the animation to landing eventually. We're just going to launch actor. Oh yeah, I guess we should keep track of our home. Where do we go to the target actor? Huh? Huh? Oh, that's Mudshot. That's not even the one I was looking for. Is this one? Is this one? Launch actor towards target position for airtime. What's our airtime? 2 seconds. All right. So launch actor towards the target position. Land after 2 seconds. Great. And then I mean, airtime, that should be it, right? That should be all I need is just wait airtime. Why does this do this? Why does this do this? I'm sure there's some reason this does this. I don't love it, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. And then we're gonna do a set flag. Because we're gonna make him pause temporarily in midair. And that requires telling him to not use gravity. So we're gonna say set the actor's velocity to 0 and set is flying to true. And then wait for 500 milliseconds, maybe 700 milliseconds. There'll be some kind of sound that happens. Then launch actor back home over the course of 1 second. Wait for that 1 second to complete. Oh, and then also right here, set is flying back to false. When I get there, set flag to 0, set position back to home, and then wait, I don't know, 200 milliseconds. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's find out. I don't even have the damage going yet. I didn't even turn on damage for it, for this attack. Okay, the jump effect looked all right, but flying through the air did not look all right at all. It's like he just wasn't jumping. That's what the animation is supposed to look like for jumping. So why didn't he do that? Why didn't that happen? Launch actor, which should put him in the jumping state. Is he flying by default? Is that what's going on here? No, he's not. Also, let's aim for like a little bit higher, maybe? Let's try this. He needs to do a flip. Oh. Sorry, what was that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Needs to be 1,000 times because it's number of milliseconds. Thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous. Okay. He's still, like, not doing the jump animation. All right, go in slow motion. Is he? Is that the jump animation? Because it looks like he's just, like, pause. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest. All right, Slim. Animation player, right here. Current animation says that it's in the jump animation. He did have a big jump. I forgot about that, but yeah. All right, it says he's in the jump animation, but that doesn't look like the jump animation. All right, stop. All right, I'm gonna do something really dumb. Sure. All right, so now it should be very obvious. It should be impossible for us to say, oh, he is doing it. He is doing it. It just looks really bad. Okay. All right. Cool. Ah, salut. Bienvenue. I don't speak French. I'm sorry. Je sais un petit peu. All right, target position is going to be here. The jump is really, really bad. I took French back in college as an elective course just because of the requirements, and I had taken it in high school, so I had a bit of a foundation. And you don't get a lot of opportunities to speak French otherwise. Never really did anything with that, but it's fun to just have a better grasp of the commonalities between languages to see. I think it makes English more interesting to see where the similarities and differences lie. Yes. Terry Pratchett described it as it's not loan words so much as English follows other languages into dark alleys, beats them up, and rummages through their pockets for loose grammar. What if we start by changing to the landing animation? That's a good strategy. Oh, see, that doesn't look good at all. That is a good strategy. It's an opportunity to hear a lot more conversational English. Landing. I guess set is, no, don't set is flying to true. So this is an RPG very similar to the Paper Mario game on the Nintendo GameCube. Okay. Dupu gets so much flack. All right, what's the Great, thank you. Thank you for GQ screaming in pain. When do we get that on Dupu's channel? See, whenever it's chat guest games, I've always got Star Wars in the chat box, and then I'm just watching it like a hawk. You don't listen to GQ scream. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. It's a good scream. It's a good scream. It's good. It's really good. The Marmot one is spectacular. I enjoyed that edit quite a bit. All right, so this apparently is animating. Yeah, it's really weird. Now hang on, something is amiss here, right? It's not animating. It's not animating. Sure hope he does. Can I set? No, not really. Every night. Night night, Dupu. This one's for you. Like there's a look. There's a hat wobble. There's a hat wobble. Where is the hat wobble here? Where is the hat wobble? No, wait, there is definitely a hat wobble. There is a hat wobble going on. Also, I don't want him to sink down after landing. Right here, he should not have velocity at all. And I don't understand why he does. Source.actor. Yep, the one doing the acting, the one using the move. Velocity to 0. Yeah, I've used that exact thing before, and it has worked. Oh, boom, right there. This is it. This is everything. It's supposed to be better cased. All right, that looks better, except for it needs to do damage, of course, but all right. Yeah, he does need a wind up because right now he just flies away. Additionally, I want the jump. I guess he needs to be less flat. It needs to be less flat. Yeah, wind up and landing both need to be addressed. So that's gonna help right there already. Number 2 rotation. Yeah, go nuts with this. Yeah, that's better. Bones. Yeah. It's difficult to do it without actually drawing a snake. Snakes are complex things to animate, as it turns out, especially in 2D. In 3D, it might even be easier. I don't know. All right, so we're going to have a wind-up animation for this attack. No, I get you, though. He definitely does. All right, so this is going to be where it ends. And it doesn't repeat. Next, I need to go over to reset. I need to grab the rotation position, rotation position, rotation position. Rotation position, rotation position. Whoop. Rotation position. These right here. Boom. Okay, so now we have the start and the end point for these. Actually, I guess he doesn't even need these exact bits here. No, he'll jump into it. He'll jump into it. So we don't need any of this. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Mac. I'm planning on getting an updated release of the demo sometime, maybe in the summer, maybe the fall. No major new features, mostly just a handful of bug fixes and some missing features added. Yeah, we have about 2.5 years until the game is actually released. All right. So this should be the body container position. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. How low can you go? All right, there we go. That seems good. So we're gonna do. Maybe like a little bit of a wiggle. Can I get a tail wiggle? Cubic, and then these two, make these like 5 degrees. So it's gonna go. Oh, that's weird that he does that. It's weird, right? Further out. Maybe you shouldn't go that low exactly. Maybe like that low. Maybe I should do a scaling of it. Actually, that might be better. Oh, it's excellent. Sounds good. I hope you enjoy it. .7. Let's make that more like 0.85. The tail also. Yeah, yeah. Translations are a long way off. I've left room in the code to make it more doable. But it's going to be a very big undertaking. The sheer amount of work means that it would probably be mostly fan handled, unless for some reason the game becomes very popular. That's really what it boils down to, is that it's a great deal of work. All right, here we go. Make him do a wind up. For 1.5 seconds. Bless you. There it is. Okay, one thing to change on this. One thing I would like to change on this is the is moving backwards flag. I'd like to say that after we do this, there we go. It did work, yeah. Don't worry. Yeah, your English is fantastic. There we go. Had to refresh. And now the lizards are here. All right, we need to deal damage. This needs to actually deal damage. I'm gonna wait until he's actually plopping away. Target, source, amount of damage. I'm gonna say he's gonna be 1 damage. So 2 damage total. No, let's make his strength 2. Make his strength listed as 2. But that means that all of his moves need to account for that. It's silly. It feels silly to have the damage calculated this way, but it's important as well. All right, there we go. And now we have, yay, Master Sword. I love the Master Sword. So now you can do a boom. That's all right. That's all right right there. Okay, Slim Jump. Replace that with the roulette wheel for his opener. All right, so he has 4 different moves now, and we're gonna add a 5th legally distinct snake. But she's got a hat now. Okay, successfully dodged making the last move. Oh, thank you. I'm quite proud of my my little enemy art. We have a whole mess of little characters. This is the 3rd chapter of the game, which is in a Wild West desert, and as such has all kinds of fun little characters. and many more to be made. Oh, thank you. All right. We have one move remaining for this fight. I don't think you can talk. I don't think he has any dialogue. No, he has nothing. There's nothing. You were so right. Do you see my brilliant dialogue humor? Do you see this? This work of some sort of mad genius? Actually, you know what? I think we have... I don't know what music plays in the town. Right now it's just the default adventure music. Yeah, a little saloon. I might mix up the characters a little bit in here. I considered it. But then I didn't do it. All right. We have one move remaining that we need to make for Slim's combat arsenal, and then he's going to need a lot of banter. It could be a long fight, so I think the variety of moves is a big deal. It means there's a lot more that can happen, and it means that he doesn't just keep using the slots over and over and over. What are the 4 current ones? Technically 5, I guess. He opens with the roulette, and this inflicts a status effect that makes you unlucky and him lucky. His attacks are big dice fall down and land on you and the partner. It deals an amount of damage equal to the face of the dice, which that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. And it took some planning to make that work. Slots. Big slot machine falls down and rolls a random status effect, duration, and potency for either your team, or his team. His team being just him. So he gets the positive status effects, you get the negative status effects, but you never know what it's going to roll. And also, because of the luck effects, the rolled effects are more likely to stick. It's coin flips to determine how much of each effect you get. So if you roll 3 levels of poison, it's 3 coin flips. But because of the luck effect, you always are guaranteed the first one to be heads. He cheats, you see. Poker chips. He just throws 3 poker chips. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the more the merrier. I do know there are some outstanding bugs right now, including one nasty soft lock. But yeah, I love to have people try it out. Germ Dove. And then the jump move. He jumps up and he bounces on your head. That's it. That's what he does. So we need the last move, which is going to be the hardest to program. Great. I've described this before. The move is a deck of cards drops down from above, covers him up, and then it splits out into 4 cards. He pokes his head up so you know which one he's behind, and then we shuffle the cards. And you gotta watch the snake. Where's the snake? Where's the snake? Where's the snake? And then at the end of it, he's just somewhere back behind one of those 4 cards. And you don't know which one. You have 1 turn, I think, to figure it out. If you hit the wrong target, you get hit with a bomb or something. I don't know. Maybe nothing happens if you hit the wrong target, except that you wasted your turn. But when his turn rolls around, whatever bombs are, whatever bomb cards are there, he'll chuck the bombs at you. But if you hit him, all the bomb cards disappear. So it's the matter of like, can you keep track of where he is? And then you can't wait. You have to go ahead and knock him out. As a result, that's actually going to wind up being listed as 2 different attacks. One for the setup, and then one for the resolution on the following turn. All right, so that'll be how that's gonna go. So we're gonna need to make a new enemy entry for the fake Slim, for the the Joker card that's not him. So we're gonna need to have a second dummy enemy for that. We somehow need to do the bombs. I need to draw the back of a card. I'm actually looking forward to that. I think that will be pretty fun. That sounds like a fun time. All right. Is Boolean on? Oh, look at that. Why not? Why not? I think that might be a good... Oh, but he's doing music instead of game dev. Ooh, now I'm not so sure. I want to try and keep it to game dev. I don't get a chance to raid into Boolean very often. He's a very cool streamer. Let's see here. Who's doing what now? Let's leave this screen up here for the thumbnail purposes. Let's see. Who do I know? Do I know any of you? Not really. Which is not great because I ran a little bit late, so I won't be able to stick around. No game devers that I know going. I hope this song isn't getting annoying for anybody. Ray Chobo. Yes. John Blow, I really loved the second release of Braid specifically. Only the second one. We can't meet new people tonight. I don't have the time to meet new people tonight. GFE's on. He's doing Roguemon. It's not quite Nuzlocke. That might be where we go. I gotta wait for the ads to play out. It makes me happy. GQ spends a lot of his time putting people through a lot of pain. And, just seeing a little bit of that coming back his way, All right, we'll raid out to GFE. Oh. This is the saloon music reveal. I tried to record this myself, and I could not get any decent audio quality. I cannot get any instrument to record well on the hardware and settings I've got. Which is to say, I don't actually know how to record instruments in any decent way. I used to have a nice little pass-through cable for the keyboard where I could basically just take the output of the keyboard and plug it directly into the computer, but it was very buzzy. And there was a slight delay, so I couldn't also listen to it. It was, you know... Oh, absolutely, Dad J. Thank you for hanging out. It was very good having you here. Bonsoir. Everyone have a wonderful night. I will be back on Friday. Fingers crossed. Hope to see you all there. Bye.